Be honest, I got in the plane and wondered, is this a safe flight? Well, let's find out. See, we had to go pick up this plane from Texas, and we didn't really know anything about it. Almost out of annual, strike one. Hasn't run in a few months, strike two. Cruddy oil, oh, we got it started. We didn't have the logbooks. The guy bought it from an insurance company. Hadn't flown for a year. But we got it running, and that was a huge start because we had to actually jump the airplane to get it started for the first time. But that was an awesome sound. Once we got it running, that was pretty epic. Did a lot of ground run up. The other pilot that I was with, he took it up in the skies and flew it for about 45 minutes just to make sure it was safe before we ever even left the airport. And then we got to take off for the first time out of San Marcos, Texas. And after we took off, this is some of the first video over Texas. And then to me, this was one of the coolest parts because we started flying over Texas A&M. You can see the stadium there. You can see some of the surrounding. The campus looks huge. It's a pretty awesome campus, actually, from the sky. And fortunately, there were no issues from here all the way till Jackson, Mississippi. That was our second stop. We stopped for fuel in Louisiana. Then we made it to Jackson, Mississippi, where we spent the night. I think my favorite part actually happened at a time where we had some nervous things happen in flight. You see, we had planned to make it all the way to the foothills of Tennessee, but we were burning more fuel than we thought. We're not actually sure why. It's an old plane. We didn't really know anything about the plane. We climbed up to 9,500 feet. We had a great tailwind, but we were burning way too much fuel. So we actually diverted to fuel up earlier than we expected, and we stopped at Guntersville, Alabama. And I'm going to share some of the footage from Guntersville because it is awesome. You'll see it right up here in the corner, but absolutely loved it. It is a beautiful place to fly into. Got to see helicopters, super cool, has a seaplane port. Definitely check out some of this video. I mean, let's be honest, does final approach get any better than when the airplane is over water and land combined on a peninsula or on an island? Some of the most beautiful approaches, Hummel Airfield in Virginia over the water, and this one over the water, just absolutely gorgeous. But we landed, we fueled up, we took back off, and we continued the journey. We found some really cool things in flight. So we found Bristol, Tennessee, Tri-Cities. You can see Gatlinburg here. You have some pretty area side. Douglas Lake here. And then we entered back into Virginia and it got hazy. Not only did it get hazy, but it really started getting very windy. On approach, we found out that the airport was going to be 23, gusting 29. And at that point, I told my CFI, "You're landing." He took the landing. We made it to New River. And then we made the last leg home for me, which was to Lynchburg, Virginia, where I got dropped off to my wife because that's where she was at that time. So beautiful view here of Liberty University in Lynchburg. And once again, we had the exact same thing. We had very high winds coming into land at Liberty, or I should say at Lynchburg. And maybe you can see it by the way the plane is bouncing. Maybe you can see it in the wobble of my camera. But we were battling some high winds. I think at this point it was 19 gusting 26 coming into land here in Lynchburg. But it was a buttered landing. And you'll just have to take my word for it. I don't think I got all the way down to landing. But I got out of the plane. We made the trip 10.1 hours from Texas all the way back to Lynchburg.